Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network this afternoon from Yuma High School. It's a non-league clash here as the visiting Brush Bead Diggers take on the Yuma Indians. I'm John Beltran, and the Bead Diggers are going for their 8th consecutive victory after defeating Pueblo South on Saturday by a score of 14-0. Yuma playing .500 baseball in the year. We'll get to them here momentarily, as the Bead Diggers have 2 regular season games remaining after, actually 1 regular season game remaining after today, as they get ready for this game here against a Class 2A team in the Yuma Indians. All right, we'll come back with a starting lineup right after this on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Bead Digger starting lineup brought to you by Buildings by Design. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the best in the business, the only choice when it comes to your next project, and that is Buildings by Design. For the 14-7 Bead Diggers, coached by Tom Odell. Batting first is the catcher, Ty Griffith. In the number 2 position is the center fielder, Kyle Wellen. The shortstop, Braxton Shelton, is third. The cleanup hitter is the second baseman, Cesar Hinojos. Caden Moriarty, the first baseman, is 5th. Alejandro Matos Garcia in right hits 6th. Sam Metlin, the third baseman, is 7th. The pitcher, Jace Krieger, hits 8th. And Caden Schwint and left field bats 9th. Defensively, Silas Bauke's on the mound here for Yuma. We'll set up the battery a little bit later on here. At first base is Andre Bauke. Jose Ruiz at second. Ethan Gonzalez is at third. The shortstop is Yahir Trejo. In left field is Hugo Montez. The center fielder is Angel Escobar. And in right field is Kobe Rayo, but he's hurt. He'll come out of the game here momentarily after the opening pitch and more than likely replaced by Jonathan Thompson, as Yuma is dressed in their home whites and the Bead Diggers are in their gold uniforms with the gray pants. And stepping on here momentarily will be Ty Griffith. Opening pitch is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Check them out today at Equitable Savings and Loan. And the pitch is a ball. 1-0 here to Griffith. We'll get the game time temp coming up here momentarily as well. And the pitch swung on in line for a base hit along the left field line, headed for the corner. Griffith is rounding first, hits the bottom of the wall, and he'll be into second with a leadoff double. 3:04 down the line's a shallow ballpark here in Yuma. And Ty Griffith, tearing it up for the Bead Diggers all season, is on with a leadoff double here for Kyle Wellen. Wellen out of the 2-hole here for Brush. And they're expected to have a big game. I mean, they have won 7 straight. Big lead for Griffith in the pitch. And the fastball is low from the right-hander, Silas Bauke. Victor Perez behind the plate. Bauke only a freshman. 1 ball and no strikes. Looking back. And the offering. Up and in. Nearly took a shave there. 2 balls and no strikes. Jace Krieger, the starting pitcher today for the Bead Diggers. Throw back to second. Griffith headed to third. The throw is going to be offline, and it's off the side of the fence. It'll be a stolen base since he took off. That was not a good move by Griffith, but it was better than trying to go back to second, so he gets away with it. 2 balls and no strikes, and Griffith with a stolen base. So the Bead Diggers already threatening. Wellen looking for the RBI after a leadoff double by Ty Griffith. Griffith came in hitting .453. And the pitch, a strike on the outer half at the knees. Wellen batting .333. Count is at 2 balls and 1 strike. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and lifted into center field. That's got some carry to it. Going back, still going back, still going back, and making the catch as tagging up as Griffith. Play made by Escobar. It's a sacrifice fly by Wellen, and the Beat Diggers lead 1-0. That'll send up Braxton Shelton. Shelton with a huge season so far for Brush. Hitting .410. His only home run as a freshman came right here over the right field fence. He's got 8 home runs on the year. And have some sort of delay. With 1 across and 1 out and the base is empty. Shelton digging in. Wind and pitch, and that's in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Here to the senior shortstop. We'll get the game time temp here momentarily. Here's the wind 1-0. Swung on and driven into the left center field gap. That's going to take a couple of hops, and it still rolls all the way towards the fence. And Shelton's around first into second with a leadoff double, or with a double here with 1 out. So that's a couple of doubles here in the first inning. And that'll send up Cesar Hinojos. Yeah, Bauke feeding some fastballs that the Bee Diggers are taking advantage of. Right down the middle, the stretch. And the offering. Swung on and grounded weakly to short. Ranging to his right, gloving, throwing off balance, high, and off the side of the fence. Hinojos is on. Shelton's going to round third, headed for the play. There could be a play, the throw, the slide, and he's going to be in there. Boy, a beautiful slide to the outside of home plate. It'll be a base hit for Hinojos, but it will be an error on Trejo, the shortstop, and the Bee Diggers lead 2-0. Close play as Andre Bauke threw that perfectly to the catcher, Perez. But it will be an infield hit and an error. On the shortstop, Trejo. Hinojos to second, no RBI. Here's Caden Moriarty, 2-0 Brush in the pitch. And the breaking ball is up and away. 296 down the right field line, 304 down the left field line, 334 straight away. The stretch and a step off there by Silas Bauke. So a double, a sac fly, another double, an infield hit with an error. No RBI. And the 1-0, and that bounces in, and it gets away up the first base side. Wild pitch sends Hinojos to third. Two 2-0 on Moriarty. Hondo waiting to hit next. Just 334 straight away. Bauke, chest level with a glove. And the 2-0. Swung on and driven into center field, and that is going to be caught. And tagging up at third as Hinojos. Throw towards the plate is not going to get there in time. It's a sac fly by K-Dog. And the Beat Diggers in the top of the first inning lead 3-0. That'll bring up Alejandro Matos Garcia. As the play was made by Escobar. And the pitch to Hondo. Swung on and driven deep into left center field. That one is way back towards the fence, and it's going to drop in between the left and center fielders. Hondo around first into second with a 2-out double as Montez and Escobar gave chase. But it dropped right in between those two, and the Beat Diggers keep the inning going here with Sam Metlin. So 3 doubles in the inning. And Hondo's average goes up. Here is, once again, Sam Metlin. Hondo hitting .373 going in, and Metlin now takes the pitch up and in, batting .348. Moriarty, by the way, drove in his 25th run of the season, the stretch. And the offering. That one nearly hit him again, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. The Bee Diggers with the early 3-0 lead. In the top of the first inning, Hondo off of second. The pitch, and that's in the dirt, blocked by Perez. It's 3-0. On deck for the Bee Diggers is Jace Krieger, 3-0 to Metlin. Bauke to the plate. Up it. It's a walk. Yep, 4-pitch walk. The umpire was pointing almost like I thought it might be a strike, but no, that was just a walk. I didn't know they did that anymore. So it's a 4-pitch walk. Here is Krieger. As Bauke has gotten hit hard here in the top of the first inning. Let's check out what's happening this season with Krieger's numbers. He was hitting the ball well for a while. And .395, still hitting it pretty well when you look at the numbers. So the Bee Diggers have 3 doubles, a base hit. They benefited from an error here in the top of the first inning, 3-0 with 2 on and 2 out. Hondo off of second, Metlin at first. Bauke, the stretch, looks in. The pitch, that's a little bit low. Right over the plate, but below the knees, it's 1-0. 18 pitches thrown by Bauke, only 7 in the strike zone. He's fallen behind quite a bit. And the offering, and that is upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. The Bee Diggers could be batting around in this frame. Yeah, we were in the upper 30s early this morning. 2-0, and the offering, and that's in the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes. Yeah, the temp in the 70s here, but I don't have the exact number. 3-0. Throw back to second, and Hondo is picked off. Oh, that was awful by Hondo. Picked off on a 3-0 pitch, and he got caught napping, and he was picked off by the shortstop Trejo on the excellent move by Bauke. Oh, man, that cannot happen on a 3-0 pitch about to load the bases. The Bee Diggers scored 3 runs on 4 hits. There was an error and 1 left. To the bottom of the first, the Bee Diggers 3, Yuma coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the bottom of the first inning. The Bee Diggers scored 3 runs on 4 hits. They benefited from an error. Batting first is the center fielder Angel Escobar. The shortstop Yeher Trejo hit second. Batting third is the pitcher Silas Bauke. The first baseman Andre Bauke hits fourth. The 5th hitter is Jose Ruiz. Victor Perez, the catcher, at 6th. Ethan Gonzalez, the third baseman, at 7th. The DH Connor Lynch at 8th. And I believe it would be Jonathan Thompson. He should be in the 9 hole for the Bee Diggers defensively. Kyle Wellens at first. Check it, Caden Moriarty at first. The second baseman is Cesar Hinojos. Over at third is Sam Metlin, Braxton Shelton at short. Caden Schwent is in left. The center fielder is Kyle Wellen. Alejandro Matos Garcia in right. Ty Griffith behind the plate. And on the mound, Jace Krieger. Good control pitcher. His ERA has been a little bit elevated this season, but he will throw strikes. And about to step in is Escobar here for Yuma. Right-handed hitter. We'll tell you more about this Yuma team as the game develops. Wind and pitch. Squaring to bunt. It's a strike on the inside corner at the knees. Yuma at 9-8 going in. The Bee Diggers at 14-7. And Krieger to the plate. Down and away. A ball and a strike. Trejo hitting .241. Yuma hitting .267 as a team. And the offering. Swung on and fouled off to the right. A ball and 2 strikes to Yahir Trejo. Escobar, or check that to Escobar. Trejo's on deck. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Wind and pitch. Way outside. All right, now let's get back on track. Escobar hitting .367. Trejo at .241. All right, Escobar, the center fielder, awaiting the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Krieger with a strikeout of the opening hitter in the bottom of the first inning and a fastball. There's one down. Now here is Yahir Trejo, the shortstop for Yuma. Trejo, a senior. And the pitch. And that's a strike with a fastball in the outer half, belt high. It's 0-1. A nice warm day here, but not too warm. Temp in the upper 70s. And the pitch. And that bounces to the plate. A ball and a strike here to Trejo with one out and the bases empty, bottom of the first inning. The Bay Diggers with a couple of sac flies, and they benefited from an error as well. They lead 3-0, 3 doubles in that first inning, including a leadoff by Ty Griffith. The pitch, and that fastball's up and in. Ball 2, strike 1 to Yahir Trejo. They'll play Bennett on Thursday and Brush. Kevin Fergus will have the call that game. Swing and a foul. On a ball tailing away, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Silas Bauke to hit next. 2-2 here to Trejo. Griffith setting up on the outside. The pitch. That is a little bit low. 3-2 to the Yuma shortstop. To the plate. Swung on and grounded off the pitcher's glove, and now picking it up and throwing to first, and that's going to be in time. Nice play made by Jace Krieger. He deflected it to himself up the first base side. That made the throw shorter, and there's 2 down. 2 down here for Silas Bauke. Bauke hitting .378 as a freshman. The pitch is away. 1 ball and no strikes. Yuma got off to a slow start. They've been playing better baseball as of late. They just swept Wiggins in a doubleheader. And the offering. And that rides inside, 2-0. To Silas Bauke. Krieger looks in. And the pitch. Swung on and driven into right field, and coming on and making the running catch. Out in right field is Alejandro Maltos Garcia. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jace Krieger. Let's head to the second. It's Brush 3, Yuma nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. It's Brush 3, Yuma nothing here in the top of the second inning. As the Bay Diggers will send up the 8-9-1 hitters, Jace Krieger. He'll be followed by Caden Schwint and then Ty Griffith against right-hander Silas Bauke, who gave up 4 hits in the opening inning. Krieger hitting nearly 400. Wind and pitch. That's a strike. He was at the plate on a 3-0 count when Hondo was picked off of second. That's why he begins this inning. And the offering. And the breaking ball's a beauty on the outer half. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes here to Jace Krieger. And the kick and the pitch way outside. Yeah, sounds like Yuma fans don't like that one from here. But your catcher's set up so far outside, you're never going to get that call. He's not even set up in the strike zone. And the 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Took something off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Bauke's not been in control at all. He's thrown 24 pitches. 15 of those have been balls. With the Bay Diggers up 3-0 the pitch. Swing and a miss. Whoa. A fastball that Bauke threw right by Krieger. Led her high, and there's 1 down. And here's the 9-hitter, Caden Schwint. Caden looking to get on track here late in the season. Here's the wind and offering, and he swings and grounds it foul along the third base side. No balls and 1 strike to the senior left fielder. All seniors in this lineup for Brush with the exception of the on-deck hitter, Griffith. Here is the kick and the pitch. Curveball is a beauty right down the middle at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out and the base is empty. 3-0 Brush the pitch. And he waved at a pitch in the dirt. And he's going to take off for first. They're going to have to throw him out. And they do. And Caden was fooled badly on that 0-2 breaking ball in the dirt. And there's 2 down. Excellent pitch there by Silas Bauke. Here is Griffith, who doubled and scored in the first inning. Well, the Bay Diggers generated a little bit of 2-out thunder in the first inning, looking to do the same in the second. The pitch swung on and popped up on the right side. This could be the first baseman, Bauke, along the line, and he's going to make the catch in foul territory. It's a 1-2-3 frame for Silas Bauke. Let's go to the bottom of the second. Brush 3, Yuma nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's move on to the bottom of the second inning. The Bay Diggers with a 3-0 lead on the Yuma Indians in Yuma. It'll be the first baseman, Andre Bauke, leading off against right-hander Jace Krieger, who retired in the first. And the pitch. And that's a strike at the knees on the inside corner. With a fastball, no balls and 1 strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that's in the dirt, scooped up by Griffith. Jose Ruiz and Victor Perez to follow. Here's the wind and the offering. Swung on and chopped to third, and it's off of Metlin. He picks it up. He'll have no play. He's going to throw to first, but late. That'll be an error on the third baseman, Metlin. Both teams with a miscue on the left side of the infield. That'll send up Jose Ruiz, and that's the one thing going to the playoffs. You have got to be solid defensively. Can make mistakes on routine grounders, even if it kicks up a bit. Ruiz, another right-handed hitter here for Yuma. Ruiz hitting .277. And the pitch squaring to bunt, and he took the bat back. It's in the dirt, 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, don't even mess with him. Just, he's going to give you the out. Throw the ball over the plate. 1-0 to Ruiz. Open stance from the right side. Will he square again? Nope. He'll swing and pop it up on the right side, but that is drifting foul off to the right. Count is level at 1-1 to Jose Ruiz. Ruiz, the second baseman today for Yuma. Andre Bauke with a 2-step lead at first. Big, strong. First baseman is Bauke, the stretch, and the offering. And that's outside. Ball 2, strike 1. The Bay Diggers with 3 2-baggers in the first inning. Krieger looks back. And the pitch. And that's down and in. 3-1 to Ruiz. Again, this Yuma team off to a slow start this year, but playing better of late. Much better of late, a 2A school. And the pitch swung on and fouled off to the right. 3-2. Let's see, I know Yuma lost some games to begin the season. Yeah, Yuma was 0-5, and since then, they are 9-3. The offering and the breaking ball is down and away. It's a walk, even though Ruiz wasn't sure about that. But it's first and second with nobody out for the catcher. Perez is having a good season behind the plate. The stretch. Krieger looking back. And the pitch. That's a strike with a fastball down the middle at the knees, hitting nearly 300. No balls and one strike. The Bee Diggers are a double play depth with a 3-0 lead in the second. The offering squaring to bunt, and he pops it up to the fence, but Griffith can't spot it, and he kept his mask on. And it's 0-2. Well, now if you're Krieger, you throw anything that's not near that strike zone. Ahead in the count and getting ready for the number 7 hitter on deck. No balls and 2 strikes to the Yuma catcher. Balke off of second, Ruiz at first. Krieger to the plate. Breaking ball called, strike 3 at the knees. And Jace Krieger picks up the strikeout on 3 pitches of Ruiz. There's one down. The stretch. And the offering. And that's in the dirt. One ball and no strikes. Here to Ethan Gonzalez from the left side. And the offering. Swing and a foul. Try to jam him with a fastball down and in. Count is at 1-1. Trying to get some numbers here on Krieger. I believe that's his second strikeout. 1 ball and 1 strike. Second strikeout for Krieger. The offering, and that's a strike at the knees with a fastball in the inner half. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. 3-0 Brush in the second. To the plate, swung on and foul to the screen. Seems awful quiet around here. The Bee Diggers have a nice contingent up the third base side. Yeah, Yuma, it's a measuring stick for Yuma playing this team in Brush. The pitch, swung on and fouled. Fisted him on that one, but got a piece of it. Remains at 1-2 to Ethan Gonzalez. The first 2 aboard for Yuma. Chase Krieger in a little bit of trouble in this second inning. Looking back, the pitch swung on and grounded foul. Went with a slow curve up the first base side. Krieger throwing his entire arsenal of pitches there. Stays at 1-2 to Ethan Gonzalez. Let's see what Krieger throws him now. The runners take their leads. The pitch, fisted foul. That ball was coming in on his hands. Looked like it was closer to hitting him. And still Gonzalez took a swing at that. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Oh, that is Lynch. Why do I have that? Okay, thank you. All right, got it. I had Gonzalez hitting. It's Lynch instead. Got it. The pitch. And that is in the dirt. And that ball skips away. The runners will advance. All right. Well, let's adjust that here. All right. So Lynch up there. The pitch to Lynch. And that is a called strike 3 at the knees. The ball is dropped. Griffith throws to first for the out. That's a strikeout as Lynch goes down. Third strikeout as Connor Lynch goes down. And that'll send up, let's see, that'll send up Montez. And the pitch, swing and a miss to Hugo Montez. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the wine and the offering. And that's a strike with a fastball in the inner half at the knees. Krieger one pitch away from getting out of it here with second and third and 2 down. Wine and pitch. Way outside. The ball skips off the fence. Runner will hold up at third. Bauke did not break for the plate. He stays right there. One ball and 2 strikes. Here to Montez. And the pitch. And that is a called strike 3 on the inside corner. And Jace Krieger gets out of a jam. No runs on 1 hit. There was an error and 2 left in scoring position. To the third we go. Brush 3, Yuma nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Jace Krieger struck out the side in the bottom of the second inning. Yuma had runners at second and third with 1 out. And he pitched out of it. The Bee Diggers with a 3-0 lead headed to the third. It'll be Wellen, Shelton, and Hinojos against right-hander Silas Bauke. And the pitch. And the fastball is upstairs. Wellen with a sac fly in the first inning. Here's the kick and the pitch. That's upstairs. It's 2-0. Heart of the order here for the Bee Diggers in the third. And the 2-0. And that's high again. 3 balls and no strikes to the senior center fielder for Brush. And the offering. And that's a strike at the bottom of the zone. 3-1 to Wellen. Laying down the sign is Perez. And the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Keep in mind that Bauke had a couple of strikeouts in the second inning. 3-2 to Wellen. Swung on and grounded foul, third base side. Came in on the hands. See another payoff pitch coming up here to Kyle Wellen. Three and two from Bauke. And the offering. And the breaking ball is upstairs. Didn't break much. And that is a walk to Kyle Wellen. Here's Shelton, who doubled and scored in the first inning. Throw back to first, up the first base side. Wellen back in diving. Bee Diggers looking to break it open here in the second with a 3-0 lead. Make it in the third. The stretch. And the offering. Swung on and hit in the air into shallow left field, and the catch is going to be made. There's a collision there. It's going down as the shortstop, Trejo. I'm not sure why he kept running into his left fielder, Montez, but it was clear that Montez had that ball and Trejo's on his knees, and there's one down. One down. Trejo is still down, and I'm not sure if Montez said anything. Did he not call off his shortstop? And apparently he didn't, because Trejo kept going. And he is still on his knees out there. And let's see, while they attend to him, let's take a short break here. Yeah, we'll take a short break. With the score, Brush 3, Yuma nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's see, Trejo's walking off the field after the collision on a ball caught by Montez. And let's see what change we'll have here. The Bay Diggers lead by a score of 3-0 here in the top of the third inning. So Trejo's done for the game. He is done for the game. That'll be Jake Hagemeyer coming into the game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Montez said anything. He came in. It was clearly his ball. I'm not sure why Trejo again kept going. But maybe he didn't hear his left fielder or his left fielder didn't say anything. And if that's the case, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have a collision out there. All right, so the shortstop now is Ethan Gonzalez. Hagemeyer goes to second as he's into the game for Trejo. And let's see. Over at third. That's Ruiz at third. So those are the changes. Here's Hinojos. Runner going. The pitch is a strike. Throw to second. It's going to be late. A head first slide in there for Kyle Wellen. Hinojos had a base hit and reached on the air. Well, got to second on the air after the base hit. The infield hit the pitch. Swung on and grounded towards left field for a base hit. Wellen's going to round third. Wellen's going to be sent to the plate with no throw. And the Bay Diggers now lead 4-0. Hinojos with his second hit. It's an RBI single. And here is K-Dog. And K-Dog had the sac fly in the first inning. The Bay Diggers with a 4-0 lead in the third. The stretch and the offering. Runner going. Swung on and driven into the right center field gap. A long run and a dive, and the ball's going to drop. And it's going to roll all the way towards the fence. Hinojos is going to round third. He's being sent to the plate. And the throw is not going to be made. And now the ball gets loose in the infield. K-Dog to third. No throw. It's a double. An RBI and K-Dog to third. And the Bay Diggers lead 5-0 in the second. Here's Hondo. Alejandro Matos Garcia had a double his first time up. And the Bay Diggers have 4 doubles in the game. They had 3 in the first inning. The stretch. The infield is playing in at the corners. And the offering. And that's down and away. A ball and no strikes. Well, we'll see how long Balke lasts on the mound. Brush has 6 hits in the game. The stretch and the pitch, and that's upstairs with a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes to Hondo. Balke has thrown 42 pitches, 21 strikes, 21 balls. And the offering, and that's a little bit high, a little bit outside, 3-0. A Brush victory would be their 8th in a row. And the pitch, that's a strike. On the outer half with a fastball above the knees, it's 3-1. With Sam Metlin waiting to hit next. Out of the stretch. 1 out in the third. The pitch, and that bounces in and bounces away. K-Dog to the plate will score on the wild pitch. And the Bay Diggers lead 6-0. Hondo's on base for the second straight time. And here is Metlin, who walked and was stranded in the first inning. So the Bay Diggers with a 3 spot in each of the first 2 odd innings. Short lead for Hondo. The offering, That's a strike with a fastball over the heart of the plate. Thigh high, it's 0-1. Get your project started the right way. Western Engineering Consultants do incredible work there as well at Western Engineering Consultants. Throw back to first. Swipe tag applied. Nothing doing. No balls and one strike to Metlin. Throw back to first again, and back in diving is Hondo. Jace Krieger, the brush pitcher, got out of trouble in the second after retiring the side in order in the first. Huge lead, and that's a strike with a fastball in the inner half at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. The stretch. The pitch. Breaking ball is swung on, grounded to third. Ruiz to second. That's 1. Over to first. That's going to be late. And it skips up against the side of the fence. No advance by Metlin. Fielder's choice goes 5-4. 2 down. 2 down in the third. Here's Jace Krieger, struck out his first time up. Looking to help his own cause, but the Bee Diggers have found the gaps very nicely. Metlin's got some speed over there, the pitch, and that is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Bauke's approaching 50 pitches already through 2 2/3 innings. And the throw to first back and diving is Metlin. K-Dog with a big hit in this inning, an RBI double after the run-scoring single from Hinojos. Runner goes. That is a strike. Throw to second is there, the slide, and he's in there. And the ball skips into center field. Metlin to third, and Metlin's going to stay right there. The stolen base and an error. Looked like a perfect throw there. That's going to be an error on a middle infielder trying to apply a tag. So at third with 2 down the pitch, and the breaking ball away. Yuma's committed their second error of the game. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the offering. And that's in the dirt. Dug out there by the Yuma catcher Perez. 3-1. Caden Schwint waits to hit next. The Bee Diggers lead 6-0 with 3 runs in the first and 3 so far here in the third. And the offering. And that is up and in. And Krieger walks. And here is Caden Schwint, who struck out on 3 pitches in the second inning. And Tanner Ludgate will be the courtesy runner here for Jace Krieger. And Ludgate's got lots of speed out there. We'll see if Ludgate is going to be taking off from first. The stretch. And the runner, there was a step off. Now Ludgate caught between first and second. Now caught between second and third. Metlin, the throw is low, and it skips. And now Metlin headed toward the plate. There's going to be no throw, and the Bee Diggers now lead 7-0 on that errant throw by Bauke, which bounced into the third baseman Ruiz. And Metlin thought that he was going to get caught in a rundown, and he ends up scoring. The Bee Diggers have a 4 spot in the third inning. Well, so Metlin is in. And Caden Schwinn awaits the pitch. Here it is. And he takes a fastball for a strike on the inner half. No balls and 1 strike. Tanner Ludgate at second with 2 down. And the offering. And that one all the way to the screen, and Ludgate to third. And the pitch. Fastball is high. Two balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. And that is a strike with a fastball, and it's 2-2. 2-2 here to Schwint. The offering. Fastball is high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ty Griffith waits to hit next. The Bee Diggers with a 7-0 lead in the third. And the pitch swung on and popped foul, out of play. Count remains at 3-2 to Caden Schwint, 0 for 1 in the game. Bee Diggers were expected to be in control here, even though Yuma's played very well of late. And so far, so good for Brush. Schwint awaits the 3-2 pitch from Bauke. He steps off. Been a rough inning for the Indians. It's not like the Bee Diggers have been hitting the ball hard, at least in this inning. The pitch, and that's it. The dirt skips away. Here comes Ludgate to the plate. He will score on the wild pitch, and the Bee Diggers lead 8-0. Five across for Brush in the third inning. There is activity in the right field bullpen for Yuma. Connor Lynch is warming up for Yuma along the right field bullpen. He's a left-hander, and he's the DH in this game. Here's Griffith, who has doubled and popped out. Runner goes. Swung on and driven into the right center field gap. That ball's going to roll all the way towards the fence, and Schwint is around second. He steps on third. Schwint is going to score. Ty Griffith has his second double of the game, now headed for third. The throw, he slides, and he's in there, but that will be scored a double. And then on the throw, he goes to third, and the Bee Diggers lead 9-0. 6 runs across in the third inning for Brush. And here's Kyle Wellen, but first, Connor Lynch will come into the game to pitch for Yuma. We'll take a break with Brush leading 9-0 in the third on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Connor Lynch is the new pitcher here for the Yuma Indians. The Bee Diggers lead 9-0 in the third with 6 runs across. The runner at third, Ty Griffith, is the responsibility of the starting pitcher, Silas Bauke. As the Bee Diggers have come up with 5 doubles in the game. And they've been finding those gaps very nicely. So let's see what they're going to do here with Silas Bauke, because he's still there. He'll take a position somewhere. I mean, somebody's coming out of the game here for Yuma. So Silas Bauke will be at short. He will be the shortstop for the Indians. It looks like everything else pretty much remains the same here for Yuma. Kyle Wellen will now hit. The Bee Diggers have 7 hits in the game, and 5, as I mentioned, have been doubles. 2 singles, both by Cesar Hinojos. And Lynch, right side out of the rubber, a lefty, will pitch out of the stretch. Wellen awaits. The offering. Swung on and popped up into center. Escobar to his left is going to range under it and make the catch. And that'll do it for Brush here in the top of the third inning. The Bee Diggers do explode, though. 6 runs on 3 hits. There was an error and 1 left. To the bottom of the third. We'll do that in 1 minute. It's Brush 9, Yuma nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Bee Diggers with a 9-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the third inning. And Yuma will be sending up the number 9 hitter. That'll be Jonathan Thompson, batting from the right side. He'll be followed by Angel Escobar and Yahir Trejo. 9-1-2 against right-hander Jace Krieger. Kick of the pitch in the dirt. A ball and no strikes here to Thompson. It's been doubles paradise for the Bee Diggers. Ty Griffith had a double to begin the game. He had another double. 2 of the 5, the pitch. Swinging him foul at the plate. Count levels at 1-1. Here to Jonathan Thompson, 73 degrees at first pitch. Perfect temperature for any baseball. The offering, fastball stayed high. Got a little bit lazy with that one, 2-0. Straight up at 4 o'clock Mountain Time. This is 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Weldona. On the TuneIn app, I'm John Beltran here from Yuma High School. The pitch, and that is low. 3-1 to Jonathan Thompson. Bee Diggers would like to win this game in abbreviated fashion. The pitch, swing and a grounder, weak side to the right side, and Hinojos throws to first for the out. One down. Actually, that's a strong side. Almost used a basketball term there. One down as Hinojos throws out the number 9 hitter Thompson. Here's Escobar, who struck out swinging his first time up. Krieger with 4 strikeouts over the first 2 innings. Yet to allow a hit. And the pitch, squaring to bunt, and he fouls it to the screen. No balls and 1 strike to Escobar. Griffith lays down the sign, squaring to bunt again. Swung on and fouled off to the right on a breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes to Escobar. First time around, Krieger is solid. Struck out 4 the first 8. Here's the kick and the pitch. Fastball is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty, 9-0 Brush. Bottom 3. The pitch, swing and a miss and a ball in the dirt. Griffith will throw out the hitter, and there's 2 down. 5 strikeouts for Jace Krieger. And here's Trejo. But check that. Nope. Trejo's out of the game. Trejo's out of the game. That's Hagemeyer in that spot. Hagemeyer with his first at bat. Trejo was injured, colliding with his left fielder Montez, and that one went behind him. 1 ball and no strikes. Good job of Hagemeyer avoiding getting hit there. And Krieger to the plate. That's a curveball that didn't do anything but go to the screen. Might want to stick with a fastball. That was a rough-looking pitch. 2-0. Here's the wind and the 2-0, and he short-armed that. 3 balls and no strikes. Here to Jake Hagemeyer. Krieger's got at least 1 strikeout in every inning, and he throws that in the dirt. Didn't look good there against a guy in Hagemeyer who's barely been at the plate this season. That'll bring up Silas Bauke, who lined to right in the first. Well, let's see if he worries at all about the runner with his 9-run lead. The pitch, that's low. 5 consecutive pitches outside the zone here for Jace Krieger. 1 ball, no strikes. And the offering. Swung on and grounded to third. Metland plays it off his glove, picks it up, sets, throws to first. That's a bullet for the out. Excellent play by Jace. Checked out by Sam Metland, staying with that baseball. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. To the 4th inning we go. Brush 9, Yuma nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 9-0 Brush as we head to the 4th inning. I'm John Beltran here from Yuma High School. A 3-run first inning and a 6-run third, and Braxton Shelton, who doubled and popped to left, will now bat against the left-hander, Connor Lynch, who took over in that 3rd inning. Shelton awaits the pitch, and here it is, and that's a strike tailing away. On the outside corner, it's 0-1. Lynch gets a sign. And the offering. Swung on and fouled off to the right on the slow breaking ball. Count moves to 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Shelton. Lynch to the plate. Swung on and drifted foul off to the right, out of play. Count stays at 0-2. To Braxton Shelton, the Bee Diggers with a 9-0 advantage in the 4th inning. Lynch with a very easy motion. He delivers. Swung on and fouled off to the right. Went with a fastball. Shelton just fighting off pitch after pitch. Remains at no balls and 2 strikes. And Lynch delivers again. Breaking ball is outside. 1-2 to Braxton Shelton. Shelton's first homer as a varsity player was 3 years ago. The pitch. Fastball sails up and away. 2-2. It was over the right field fence. 296 down the line. In right field, 304 down the left field line. Here's the kick and the 2-2. Swung on and popped up on the right side. And a foul territory now drifting, and the ball is caught there by Bauke. 1 out. That'll bring up Cesar Hinojos, who's 2 for 2, an infield single. Drove in a run with a base hit. Yeah, they got to be patient here against this left-hander. Lots of off-speed stuff thrown by Connor Lynch. As his catcher, Victor Perez, will walk out to the mound. Perhaps a little bit of a scouting report on Hinojos. Hinojos with that red helmet that he loves to wear. Fill up your cooler, gas up your car with Stubbs Gas and Oil. Easy and convenient. Make them the only stop you need on your way to the big game. Stubbs Gas and Oil. And the pitch. And the slow curve is a strike on the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. 9 runs on 7 hits. 1 error for Brush. No runs, no hits. 2 errors for Yuma. The Indians have stranded more than the Bee Diggers. They've left 3 on base. The Bee Diggers with 2. Swung on and driven in the air into center field. That ball's got major carry. Escobar is back to the fence, and it is gone. Is it gone? Yeah, I think it is. Off the wall above the yellow line. Well, no, Hinojos is going to be into second. I thought it cleared that one. Unless it hit that, I thought it hit the back wall. That should be a home run. It looked like it cleared. And that should be a home run to make it 10-0. But it's going to be ruled just a double. Huh. All right. That's part of like a green monster in center. 6 double for the Bee Diggers. Hinojos at 3 for 3. Yeah, I thought that cleared the fence, but it's just going to be ruled a double. Here's Moriarty, a sac fly, and he had an RBI double. 2 RBIs in the game, lefty against lefty. The pitch, and that ball, did he swing at it? No, it hit him on the right elbow. He was turning, but the ball did hit him on the elbow. Are they going to say it was a swing? Nope. Well, Moriarty's on, and Moriarty did not sell it at all. But it's going to be a hit by pitch, and that'll send up Hondo. Hondo doubled and walked. Oh, check that. We'll have Ivan Cardenas. So Ivan steps in now. Ivan Cardenas at the plate. The pitch. And that's a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. So Hondo was on base twice, but Hondo is out of the game now for Ivan. At second is Hinojos. Moriarty at first. 9-0 Bee Diggers in the 4th inning. Step off. Hinojos is barely moving and doesn't need to move because there's nobody covering. 1 ball, no strikes, and 1 out. The Bee Diggers mounting a threat in the 4th inning. Throw to second, and the ball skips into center field on that low throw, and Hinojos to third. That'll be an error on that throw by Lynch. 3rd error committed by Yuma. Too much traffic on that throw. And now just a ground ball. The infield can score the 10th run. We'll see if Moriarty takes off from first. From refrigerators to vacuums and everything in between, B&B Appliance and Repair, the pitch. And that is down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. And now what are they going to rule here? There's some jewelry there that Ivan Cardenas is wearing. He's got to remove the jewelry. So 2 balls and no strikes to Ivan. With runners at the corners, should have spotted that even before the at-bat. Well, how much jewelry does he have? He's got at least 2 pieces of jewelry around his neck. All right, there we go. Well, Ivan didn't start the game, and I think that's why. He normally starts and didn't start today. And that's the reason he didn't even notice it when he was at the plate and then spotted by the field umpire. 2-0, throw back to first, back in diving is Moriarty. And the Bead Diggers with a bevy of doubles in this game. 6 of their 8 hits are doubles. The stretch by Lynch and the pitch. Swung on and driven deep down the left field side. If that stays fair, it's trouble. It's foul. Ivan got out in front of that pitch. And it's 2-1. Drove that a long way. Did not have home run distance, but it would have been at least a 2-bagger. 2 balls and 1 strike. And Moriarty would have had an easy stolen base there. Rush scored 3 runs in the first and 6 in the third. Lynch at the belt. Runner goes. Swung on, that is popped up into shallow left center field. Now the ball's drifting in, and it's going to be caught. That'll be an infield fly rule, and now Hinojos to throw to third, and he's going to be back in there as Balke made the play 2 down. 2 down here for Sam Metlin, who was walked and grounded into a 5-4 fielder's choice. Well, the Bead Diggers don't want to come up empty in this inning. Not if they want to try to win in 5. Got to stay away from those pop-ups. Brush has popped up way too much, even during this winning streak. The pitch. Tails away, no throw. Moriarty steals second. Put something on the ground, and you've got a shot to drive in at least 1, if not 2. 1 ball and no strikes. Krieger's on deck. Medlin has been on base once. The pitch. Breaking ball is a beauty. Down the middle at the knees. It's 1-1. Here to Sam Metlin with 2 down and 2 on. Lynch gets a sign. And the left-hander to the plate. Swung on and driven deep into left field. That one is way back, and that ball is gone. It's a home run for Medlin. Wow. Sam Metlin with his first home run of the season, barely clearing the left field fence. And the Bead Diggers lead 12-0, a 3-run blast for a very happy Sam Metlin. I didn't think it was going to go at first. I didn't think it had enough altitude or trajectory, but it got out of here. So Brush now in command here in the 4th inning, if they weren't already in command. Here is Krieger, who struck out and walked. He kind of golfed it a little bit. The pitch. Fastball is up and away. Yuma needs to score at least 3 runs over the next 2 innings to extend this to a 6-inning game. And the 1-0. Up and away, 2 balls and no strikes. Well, that means that Tom Odell could clear the bench. 2-0 to Krieger. The kick and the pitch. That's a strike with a fastball in the inner half at the knees. And this Yuma team, as I mentioned, they've won 9 of their last 12 games. But now they have met a team that is red hot, winners of 8 in a row. If they win this game, swung on in line towards short. The ball is going to be caught by Balke. A soft liner. Krieger is retired. But the Bead Diggers once again pick up 3 runs. It was a 3-run homer by Sam Metlin. There were 2 hits One error, and the base is left empty. 3 1/2 complete. It's Brush 12, Yuma nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Brush 12, Yuma nothing. The Bead Diggers 5th in the 3A rankings and 8th in the RPI. Are doing it once again after shutting out Pueblo South on Saturday. 14-0 in 6 innings. Izzy Hernandez is now at third base, following that 3-run homer from Sam Metlin. Ivan Cardenas is in right. And Jace Krieger faces Andre Bauke. Aboard on an error his first time up. The pitch, and the breaking ball's a beauty on the inside corner. Thigh high, it's 0-1. 4, 5, and 6 for Yuma in the bottom of the fourth inning. Here's the kick of the pitch. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball away. Jace Krieger has 5 strikeouts in the game, including the side in the second. The offering swung on. That ball is driven down the left field side, and that's a base hit along the line. Caden Schwenk gets to that baseball, and that's the first hit for the Indians on an 0-2 pitch. As Andre Bauke comes through, here's Jose Ruiz. Ruiz walked, and he was stranded in scoring position. Yeah, I think Jace wanted that pitch a little bit more up because Bauke got on top of it. The offering, and that's in the dirt, and it skips, and Griffith can't find it now, does. It was right to his left. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 to Ruiz. Yeah, Brush doesn't want Yuma even to score 3 or 4 runs and have to play a more extended game. They've already won in abbreviated fashion lately, both against Valley. And that ball skipped to the screen, and Krieger throwing 2 awful pitches. That wild pitch is going to send Bauke to second. Got a pitch here like it's a 0-0 game. 2 balls and no strikes. Here to Ruiz. Yuma threatening for the second time in the game, but they're down 12-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And that ball, did that ball skip away? It did. That's a pass ball on Griffith. Not sure what happened there with Ty. Bauke to third. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's been a while since the Bead Diggers have given up a run. They're playing the infield in. Okay. I guess they don't want to give up one either right now. The offering. And that ball hit him in the back. I'm telling you, Krieger's getting a little bit too comfortable here. First and third. He threw an 0-2 pitch that was very hittable to Bauke. And then he hit Ruiz with a pitch. And I don't know if he's getting comfortable, just losing a little focus because of the size of the lead. But he's got to come back here against Victor Perez. Struck out looking his first time up. The stretch. And the offering. And that's down and away, not even close. Missing badly, 1 ball and no strikes. Krieger was nails in the first, very good in the third. Got into trouble in the second, but struck out the side. And that is a strike. Top of the zone with a fastball in the inner half. It's 1-1. Bead Digger scored 3 runs in the first inning, 6 in the third, and 3 in the fourth, and a home run by Sam Metlin. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, 2 on. The pitch. That's a strike. Fastball inside corner. Knee high, it's 1-2. Put him away here and get the first out of the inning. Bauke off of third. Ruiz at first. Krieger to the plate, and that one bounces in. 2-2. He's giving Griffith a workout. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Yuma catcher. Yeah, the Bead Diggers at double play depth. And Krieger to the plate. Swung on and fouled off to the right. Went with the off speed. 66 pitches so far for Jace. 36 strikes and 30 balls. The stretch. And the offering. That is a called strike 3 on the inside corner. What a gorgeous pitch. Took something off it, 1 down. Second strikeout of the Yuma catcher. 6th strikeout of the game for Jace Krieger. What a gorgeous pitch. Here's Connor Lynch, who struck out looking on a 9-pitch plate appearance. Back in the second. Now the Bee Diggers can get out of this with a double play. The pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball in the inner half. It's 0-1. And Jace Krieger has reinvigorated himself now. No balls and 1 strike. To the opposing pitcher, the relief pitcher for Yuma. And the offering. That's in the dirt, but scooped up by Griffith. You still have a double play situation with runners at first and third. And the Bee Diggers up 12-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Krieger gets a sign from Griffith. The offering. That is over for a strike at the knees. Took something off it. It is 1-2. And can he throw another money pitch with Hugo Montez on deck? Krieger gets a sign again, and the offering. That is a called strike 3. Fastball outside corner. Thigh high, 2 down. Strikeout number 7 for Jace Krieger. He's throwing some incredible pitches here, locating the edges of the plate. And he struck out Montez looking in his first plate appearance. They were at the corners with nobody out there, at the corners with 2 down. Just avoid that wild pitch. The offering. Down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, this will give an opportunity for a guy like Izzy Hernandez perhaps to hit in this game, playing third base. We'll see. The stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped into the glove of Griffith. 1-1. Got to credit Krieger here. I thought he had lost a little focus, but man, he's come back really strong. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's allowed 1 hit through 3 2/3. The pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right. It is 1-2. Here to Hugo Montez. Griffith lays down the sign. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. First and third, and nobody out. He strikes out the next 3 hitters. Jace Krieger with 8 strikeouts in the game. No runs on 1 hit, no errors and 2 left. To the 5th we go. Brush 12, Yuma nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Could be the 5th and final inning. The Bee Diggers lead the Yuma Indians 12-0 in Yuma. Connor Lynch will face the number 9 hitter, Caden Schwinn, followed by, let's see, it will be Ty Griffith. So I was thinking maybe Coach Odell might clear part of the bench. He's already got Izzy Hernandez and Ivan Cardenas in the game. Schwenta struck out and walked. The pitch, swing and a miss on the off speed. Down in the zone, it's 0-1. Here to Caden Schwent. Rush has scored in each of the 3 of the first 4 innings, I should say. The pitch swung on. That ball is laced foul up the left side. It's 0-2. Here to the Brush left fielder. They had 4 doubles early in this game, 3 in the first inning. 6 runs in the third. 0-2. That is up and in. Brush with 9 hits in the game, Yuma with 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The left-hander Lynch to the plate. Swung on and lifted in the infield. Left side, Ruiz, the third baseman, makes the one-handed grab. And there's 1 out. Nice off-speed pitch by Connor Lynch. And here comes Griffith, who's been a terror with 2 doubles. He also popped to first. 0 for 2 is now Schwint. Griffith at 2 for 3. And the Bay Diggers, as I alluded to earlier, have 6 doubles in the game. Here's the wind and pitch. Swung on. That ball is laced towards center field, coming on, and the ball is off the glove of the center fielder Escobar, and it rolls away, and Griffith to second. That'll be scored an error. That was right. He should have caught that ball. That was right in his glove. That's going to be a 2-base error. It was sinking, but it was right there. I'm not sure how he dropped it. He must have closed the glove because it was right in that glove. So that's a 2-base error here for Wellen. A sac fly, a walk, and he popped out. He's 0 for 1. Let's see, a courtesy runner. I believe that's, let's see, is that going to be Cecil? Not sure who's out there for the Bee Diggers, but they have a courtesy runner. And the pitch. And that one is off the glove of the catcher. 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, I'm looking for 2-5 on my roster. You would think that, I don't even have him. I don't believe that's Cecil. I don't. Here's a stretch. And the offering. And that ball's down and in. Let's look at a previous lineup. Find a previous brush lineup for somebody wearing a 25 for the Bee Diggers. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. To Kyle Wellen. Yeah, I'm not finding him. 2 balls, 1 strike at the pitch, and that's a strike. At the knees, that's Cole Curtis. Okay, Cole Curtis, who I did not have on the original roster, is the base runner for the Bee Diggers. So Cole Curtis at third. And the offering. Swinging a foul on a ball that looked like it was going to hit him. And the count stays at 2-2. Just tailed inside. Remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes with Curtis at third. And the pitch. And that's in the dirt, skips away. Here comes Curtis to the plate. He'll score, and the Bee Diggers lead 13-0. So it's 13-0 on the wild pitch. And there's still only 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. It's just a matter of what the final score will be. And we know the Bee Diggers have this game well in hand. Would be their 8th consecutive win. And the 3-2, and that bounces in and bounces up the third base side. It's a walk to Wellen. And that'll give Braxton Shelton a chance to hit with 1 out and 1 on. Shelton is 1 for 3. Doubled into the left center field gap, popped to left, and popped to first against this pitcher. The stretch, throw to first. Wellen headed to second to throw, the slide, the tag, safe. He's in there. The ball got away. It's a stolen base. Now an RBI opportunity for Shelton, as the ball did skip away. Oh, here we go. Braxton digging into the right-handed batter's box. That was a good move over there by Lynch, but not executed. Shelton awaits. The offering. Fastball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, at this point, you want the Bee Diggers to go up there and swing at just anything. They don't want to swing at balls. They don't want to get into bad habits. But there's no use making this an 18-0 game or something like that. Swing and a miss. That was a good pitch. Braxton way out in front of the off speed. 1-1. With a runner at second, 1 across, 1 out. Lynch looks back. And the offering. And the breaking ball's down and in. 2-1 to Braxton Shelton. 1 for 3 as a senior shortstop. B. Diggers again scoring in every inning but the second. They've had multiple run innings in 3 of the first 4. Runner goes. Swing and a miss, throw to third, and that's going to skip into left field. Wellen will score easily on the throwing error. It's 14-0. So it's a stolen base. And the error by the catcher. And 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Shelton. So Yuma would need at least 5 runs to extend the game to a 6th inning. That's the score they won by Saturday. And that bounces in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here to Braxton Shelton. Let's see if Hinojos is on deck, which he is. Lynch on the rubber, gets the sign. And the 3-2. And that is a called strike 3 on the inside corner. And Shelton strikes out, 2 down. 1 for 4 is Braxton Shelton. And that'll send up Hinojos. 2 singles and a double. Yeah, he hit the ball hard every time. I thought his double was a home run. And the offering. Swung on and grounded left side. Backhanded. Nope. Balke can't get it. It's into left field for a base hit. I don't know if he would have thrown him out anyway, deep in the hole. Cesar at 4 for 4. I'm not sure he would have thrown him out that deep. And that'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Moriarty. A sac fly, a double, and a hit by pitch. Throw back to first. Yeah, hopefully Hinojos is not going anywhere. No need to run now with a 14-0 lead. Just stay put until the ball's hit. Here's the stretch. Well, Lynch really worried about the runner. He's got 2 down. The Bay Diggers have 2 across in the 5th inning. And the pitch. Swung on line, base hit into center field. A play could be made at second. No, but Hinojos got there quickly. It's a base hit for Moriarty. He's now 2 for 2 on that little hanger. Here is Ivan, who flew out to the shortstop in his first plate appearance. B. Diggers now with 11 hits in the game. Yuma's committed 5 errors unofficially. Lynch looks back. And the offering. Tails outside. 1 ball and no strikes. We'll have a short post-game show to set you up for Thursday. The B Diggers will take on the Bennett Tigers. That'll be senior day, 4 o'clock first pitch from Sunset Baseball Field with Kevin Fergus right here on 1010. The offering. Upstairs, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. I'm sure Ivan will be swinging anything that's in the strike zone now. Lynch stretches. Lynch pitches. And that's a strike at the bottom of the zone, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to Ivan, 0 for 1 officially. The B Diggers up 14-0, the score they won by, and Lynch steps off. Yuma on those white uniforms, very nice white uniforms with the red lettering and numerals on a gorgeous day in Yuma, beautiful day. Runner goes to third, and that's in the dirt, and now to second is Moriarty. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here to Ivan. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. And that's up and away. It's a walk, and the bases are loaded. And that will send up Izzy Hernandez. Izzy Hernandez with the bases loaded. So Izzy Hernandez coming into the game for Metland when he hit a 3-run homer. So here is Izzy Hernandez with the bases loaded and 2 down. And the pitch. That's a strike with a fastball. No balls and 1 strike. Here to Hernandez. At third is Hinojos. Moriarty at second. Ivan at first. And the pitch. And the breaking ball is a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-2. Well, now let's see what Izzy does down in the count at 0-2 against Connor Lynch. No balls and 2 strikes. Got to swing away now. And Lynch to the plate. And that ball clipped him. Oh, it clipped him on a breaking ball that'll score a run. Here comes Cesar. It's 15-0. Oh, that's too bad. 2 good pitches thrown there. And here is Jace Krieger. Krieger has struck out, walked, and lined out. That's just too bad for Lynch. He threw 2 good pitches. And then the breaking ball got a piece of Hernandez. The offering. That's down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Here to Jace Krieger. We played just over an hour and a half. And the pitch. That's down and away again, 2-0. And nothing you can do if you're a defender here other than hope that he throws strikes. Here's the kick and the 2-0. Not even close. Very high, 3-0. Caden Schwint began the inning, but he's not on deck. That's going to be Austin Sisk-Metzger instead on deck. 3 balls and no strikes. And the pitch, and that's down and in. It's a walk. That will score Moriarty. It's now 16-0 Bee Diggers. And Austin Sisk will now bat here for Brush. So Austin Sisk is now the hitter for the Bee Diggers. And the pitch. And that's a strike at the bottom of the zone. No balls. And 1 strike to Austin Sisk-Metzger. With the bases still loaded for the Bee Diggers. 4 across in the 5th inning. And the offering swung on and fouled off to the right. No balls and 2 strikes. Another senior on this Brush team. Oh, 0-2. Don't want to throw anything close to the hitter. He already hit Hernandez with an 0-2, and he nearly hit this batter, and that ball skips away up the first base side. Yeah, I'm not sure why Lynch went with that pitch. That's the same pitch he threw that hit Hernandez, and he threw it behind Metzger that time, Sisk-Metzger. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Figured just throw it down the middle, see what happens. 1-2 with 2 outs. Here's the kick and the pitch. Swung on and driven in the air to center field. And going back, still going back and making the catch is Escobar. And that does it for the Bee Diggers in the top of the 5th inning. Brush scores. 4 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and the bases were left loaded. To the bottom of the 5th. Brush 16, Yuma nothing on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Well, Jace Krieger is still the pitcher. I don't know how many warm-ups he's going to get here. He took a long time to get to the mound. He just threw his first warm-up pitch, and the inning was over a minute ago. Normally you're allotted about 8 pitches. They might limit him to 4, and that's going to be it, 4. And that makes sense. He's been on the mound for 4 innings. Tanner Ludgate is now the shortstop for the Bee Diggers. Looks like Joshua Lancaster is at second for Brush. Nate Tyne is behind the plate. Sawyer Albert is in there as well at first base. Yeah, nice to see these guys get some action. And those are the majority of the changes here for Brush. There's Jonathan Thompson. Grounded a second his first time up, and that pitch hit him. Let's go, Jace. Let's get out of here pretty quickly. I mean, I can imagine his concentration level is not going to be what it was early in the game. But that's not the start the Bee Diggers wanted in the bottom of the 5th inning with a 16-0 lead. Here's the stretch and the offering. That one skips away, and now to second. going to be Thompson. Count is at 1 ball and no strikes. Last thing you want to do is have this inning drag on for no reason. Squaring to bunt, not even close. 2-0 here to Escobar. Well, this happened in the last inning. Then Krieger really got focused and struck out the side. The pitch, and he squares to bunt and fouls it behind Tyne. It's 2-1. It's almost like Jace wants to challenge himself a little bit. He's allowed just 1 hit. He struck out 8. He's walked a couple, and he's hit 2 batters. So there have been a couple of issues, but nothing drastic, not even close. For the most part, he's been in control. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch, squaring to bunt, and he fouled it back. Well, Escobar more than likely not bunting here. Now the one thing Krieger would like is a 5-inning shutout. That's what he's pitching for right now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The win is already secure. The stretch. And the pitch. And the fastball is upstairs. It's 3-2. Not sure if Quentin Molbach is somewhere out there. I don't see him. Just looking at the rest of the roster that they filled out here. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Escobar. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. Fastball, bottom of the zone. 9 strikeouts for Jace Krieger, 1 down. Here's Hagemeyer, who walked in his first plate appearance. What a pitch. Here's a stretch by Krieger. And the offering. Swing and a miss and a fastball away. No balls and 1 strike. Today's post-game show will be brought to you by Morgan Community College once we get to it. And the pitch. Breaking ball is up and in. Counted 1-1. B-Diggers had 3 doubles in the first inning. 6 doubles in the game. Hinojos with 4. Brush's 11 hits. A 3-run homer by Sam Metlin. That pitch is up and in with a fastball, 2-1. Might as well start the recap now with the B-Diggers scoring 3 runs in the first inning, 6 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 4 in the fifth inning. 16-0, 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the 5th. And the 2-1. Outside, backhanded by Tyne. 3 balls and 1 strike to Jake Hagemeyer. Tyne lays down the sign. Krieger delivers. Not even close. That skips away. He's not going to throw a shutout throwing like that. All the way to the screen. And here's Silas Bauke, who lined out and grounded out. He's had 2 pretty good at-bats. 0 for 2. And again, I know it's tough. The lead is so huge. And now let's see if we're going to have a pitching change. Because here comes head coach Tom Odell. And that might be Sawyer Albert coming in to pitch. Krieger will not go the distance in this one. He'll be the pitcher of record. But Quentin Molbach will now go to first base, and Sawyer Albert will be the pitcher. As he tries to put this away, a tall right-hander for Brush. And we'll take a short break, and we'll come back. 16-0 Brush on 1010 KSIR in the Eastern Plains Sports Network. All right, runners at first and third for Yuma. Bottom of the 5th inning. Brush leads Yuma 16-0. Sawyer Albert now the pitcher. Quentin Molbach is the first baseman, and the hitter will be Silas Bauke, who is 0 for 2 in the game, lined out and grounded out. B-Diggers need just 2 outs to win this game in 5 innings, but it's taking a while. Jace Krieger with a nice outing, striking out 9 in the game. But don't close the book on him yet. Those runners out there will count against his record if anybody scores. So here is Albert taking the hill. He'll be a big part of next year's team, you would think, with all these players that are graduating. At third is Thompson. Hagemeyer at first. Albert looks in. The stretch. And the pitch. Swung on and grounded weakly left side shortstop. Over to second for one. Throw to first will be late. That'll score a run. Nice play over there by Ludgate. 16-1. Give Bauke the RBI. And a nice gen. That run is charged to Jace Krieger. Here's Andre Bauke aboard on an errand singled. Only one hit today for Yuma. Looking in is Albert. The stretch, I'm not sure if he's going to go to first at all. And the offering. Swung on, popped up, and foul and out of play. No balls and one strike. It's good experience for Albert. So the Indians pick up a run in this inning without the benefit of a base hit. No balls and one strike. The stretch. And Albert to the plate. Swung on. That ball is driven to left field way back, and that's going to sail over the head of Austin Sisk-Metzger towards the wall. And Bauke's around third. He will score. Silas Bauke scored by Andre Bauke on the RBI double. And the brush lead is down to 16-2. The second hit of the game for Yuma and the second for this hitter. Here's Jose Ruiz. That ball was scorched. Ruiz aboard twice, a walk and a hit batter. As he will now step in. Digging in for the right side, the stretch. And the offering. Swung on and grounded left side. A dive there by Ludgate. No play. It's a base hit, but the runner holds at second. So first and second, but Albert's throwing strikes. That's what you like. Here's Victor Perez, struck out twice. Just throw the strikes. That's what you want to see. So Yuma has 3 hits in the game, 2 in the inning. Albert with first and second, the stretch. And now, he's calling time with a 14-run game, the pitch. Swung on and grounded right side and into right field for a base hit. Molbach could not get it. The ball gets loose in right field, and holding at third is Bauke. The bases are loaded. The bases are now loaded. That's 3 consecutive hits for Yuma. Molbach could have come up with that play, and it would have ended the game. But he tried to backhand it, went underneath his glove. But it scored a base hit. Connor Lynch has struck out twice. Well, again, you've got guys in there for the first time. The stretch and the pitch. And that one is down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, that's the first ball thrown by Albert. He's been painting the strike zone. Here's the stretch by Albert. And the offering. And that is low, 2-0. Yuma still has to score 5 more runs in this inning to go to a 6th inning. Well, that'd be a nightmare. You don't want to do that in this game. Why use up arms? Just get this final out, and you get out of here with a 5-inning win. The pitch. Strike. Fastball outside corner at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike. Anything close is going to be called a strike at this juncture of the game. Andre Bauke at third, Ruiz at second, Perez at first. 16-2 brush, bottom of the 5th inning. The left-handed hitter's Connor Lynch at 0 for 2. The pitch, not even close, down and away, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Tyne gets a sign from the dugout, but it's got to be a straight fastball here. And the offering, swing and a miss and a fastball up and in. It's 3-2. While the runners will be going, a base hit to the outfield should score 2. Let's see if Albert has a different idea. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded, 2 across in the bottom of the 5th inning. The stretch by Albert. 3-2. That is outside. He did miss the corner. It's a walk. Balke scores at 16-3 on the walk to Connor Lynch. That was close, but it missed. Montez has struck out twice. The number 8 hitter. Courtesy runner at first is Adrian Carranza. Well, this game is still not over. Still not over. Tyne lays down the sign and the pitch. And that's in the dirt. Backhanded by Nate Tyne, 1-0. Yeah, you gotta get the out here. Wow, come on. This half inning is taking way too long. 1 ball and no strikes. Albert to the plate. Swung on and grounded right side. Second baseman with a dive. Picks it up, throws to first low, and it's dug out. What a play there by Lancaster, and a nice play on the back end by Quentin Molbach. Robbing the hitter of a base hit, and the game is over, and the Bee Diggers have won the game 16-3. For the Bee Diggers in the game, 16 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, 5 left on base, 3 runs, 4 errors, 5 left on base, or 5 errors, 8 left on base for Yuma. The winning pitcher for Brush was Jace Krieger. The loss went to Silas Balke. Time of the game, 1 hour and 56 minutes. Post-game show brought to you by Morgan Community College. Here to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Hinojosa had 4 of the 11 hits for Brush. The Bee Diggers had 6 doubles in the game. Sam Metlin with a big 3-run homer. As Brush's biggest inning was the 6-run third. The Bee Diggers with a victory have won 8 in a row and are now 15-7. Yuma drops to 9-9. Next up for Brush on Thursday at Senior Day when they entertain the Bennett Tigers. I'm John Beltran. The final score in 5 innings once again. Brush 16, Yuma 3 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.